What's up? What is good? Sorry for the lack of uploads again. I mean, I have a life outside of YouTube. As much as I want to record, I have to get shit done as well. Um, but we here with something new. I wanted to react to this channel for a while now. Donut Operator. I've seen a lot of other channels, kind of, not a lot, like 2 channels I watch reacted to his videos. So I mean, it's the type of content that I'm not gonna say I like to see, because you know you gotta be careful what the fuck you say on YouTube nowadays. But it's just like something I'm interested in. I mean, hopefully whoever sees this, y'all into this shit too somewhat. But without further ado, this is headshot on suspect after surprise attack. I mean, Donut Operator. I'm gonna put the channel down below. Just yeah, let's get it.
Don't grab. Don't reach for anything.
I'm not reaching for nothing.
You got a gun!
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're going to be breaking down a shootout, an ambush actually, where a guy jumped out of his...
Correct me if I'm right though. This guy, cop or something, right? Army something, Donut, right? He's like cop, military, firefighter or something like that. He's like somewhere in that field, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I heard it on, like I said, I watch other reaction channels that cover this. So I mean, I heard it in one of them videos, so correct me if I'm wrong.
Car and started shooting at 2 Charleston, South Carolina police officers. One of the officers was struck 3 times, but he stayed in the fight. Like I said, this took place in Charleston, South Carolina, one of my favorite places on earth. If you've never been there, the food scene is absolutely insane. Well, I just got back from Dallas. I went up there for a charity event with Mr. Jet Tila and Brandon Herrera. I won a Glock at an auction. It's pretty cool. I don't have it yet.
Shout out to Brandon Herrera too. I mean, I watch his channel from time to time.
Better I'd show you. And Brandon even auditioned for the CIA.
Yeah, I could be in the CIA.
Anyways, let's continue with shootings. Let's talk about old people. Well, our sponsor that can help old people and you and young people. Our sponsor for this video is Guardio or Guard.io. Last time we talked about how it can help your teenager from looking up anime and getting viruses. This time let's talk about how stupid old people are. I'm just kidding. They're not stupid. They didn't grow up with the internet like we did. Who uses Facebook?
I mean, make your money, do what you gotta do. I would definitely watch all that if I wasn't. I mean,
now let's do some shootings. May 7th, 2023, Charleston, South Carolina. Seriously, check out the restaurant Husk by Chef Sean Brock if you go there. What we got here is a common everyday traffic stop.
Savannah Highway northbound, turning into the Farmhouse Antiques. It's a black Ford Crown Vic, 2 times. It's a paper tag. I'll give it to you in a minute.
So police tip, you cannot pull over a car just for looking like it's gonna have drugs and guns in it. Doesn't work like that. You can pull it over for swerving like the officer says here in a second.
I mean, that's not gonna say that's obvious, but yeah, I mean, most cops don't know that, especially nowadays. Not gonna be here and be like, oh, all cops are bad, but I mean, you got some fucking scumbags out there, and they would just be like, oh, well, that car looks suspicious. Let me pull them over. Usually how it works over here in Philly. I'm not even gonna lie.
But if you do happen to pull over a completely blacked out, decommissioned police cruiser Crown Vic with paper plates, there's probably going to be drugs and guns in it. It's kind of hilarious how those cars end up after being one of the best police cars in the history of police cars. You can fight me on that statement. Don't come at me with some Ford Explorer bullshit. It's like the meme where the dog dies and he says, was I a good dog? And Death says, no, you were a great dog. Then they enter the pearly gates. But instead, it's a Crown Vic. And it's like, was I a good police car? And Death says, no, you were a great police car. But the Crown Vic, instead of walking through the pearly gates with Death, it gets sucked back to hell, where it gets hotboxed by weed, pulled over 800 times.
I feel like I just got personally attacked right there. I mean, it is what it is, though.
Covered in black ice air freshener tags, then finally finds peace when cops shoot it to death after a high-speed pursuit. Irony, am I right?
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Continuing on with Charleston. The initial officer, Deputy Deputy Cubbage. No, I think his new name is Cabbage. We're gonna call him Cabbage. He walks up to the passenger side of the vehicle, pro gamer move, and is super nice.
See, here's the thing. I don't, I mean, if you, hopefully, I mean, he can see inside the car, hopefully. If not, then that's fucking risky. I ain't even gonna care.
Nice to the occupants of the vehicle. He is a sweet, young southern boy, kind of like me, so he walks up to the passenger side and he's so nice. He says, hey, what's going on, y'all? And then quickly explains why they were pulled over.
What's going on, y'all?
call? Hey, man. Deputy Kelby Charles County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, he
The
definitely
reason I
did.
pulled you over, alright? You're
Definitely
improper
did approach
lane
nice
use.
as fuck.
You're all over the road, back and forth, back and forth.
My car's only lights. I was trying to find a place to pull over.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you have, your registration and insurance?
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I can't be a cop. My anxiety would be through the fucking roof just stopping a car like this. I don't know why. Like, I can't see in the back window. That's what's probably scaring me. I ain't even gonna lie.
Why do you have gloves on?
Why does he have gloves on? That looks like a pretty hot South Carolina day right there. Well, the traffic stop continues for a couple of minutes. Backup arrives, and backup also walks to the passenger side door. I'm guessing
I'm sorry for pausing, but I ain't why the bro, this cop walked, yo, I ain't gonna lie, his partner right here, bro, he walked up kind of zesty. I ain't
Backup arrives, and backup also walks to the passenger side door. I'm guessing the suspect, who is in the passenger seat, sees the officer walking up and knew he was definitely screwed when the officer says, "Hey man, step out of the car." It could have been a warrant. It could have been that it was a felon in possession of a firearm because there's about to be a gunfight and you just didn't want to go to jail. They haven't stated what exactly it was, but either way, this is how the suspect thought was the smartest way to handle this situation.
don't tell
Alright,
me.
hey, hop out.
He really about to just start shooting.
Don't reach for anything.
I'm not reaching for nothing, man.
He's got a gun!
Just step out of the fucking car. What? How hard is that? How hard is that? Just step out of the car, bro. Just go to jail. Do your time. I mean, face the judge. Do whatever you gotta do, bro. Listen, I don't care if you're poor as fuck or rich as fuck. Just serve, bro. Just do your time, bro. You know you was gonna have to do time if you got pulled over and you still took the goddamn risk. Ah.
Don't reach for anything.
I'm not reaching for nothing, man.
He's got a gun!
Sorry for like, I mean, running it back, but bro, he is a fucking dumbass. I'm sorry. This is just natural selection at its finest. Like, bro, yep. Yeah, I'm not even going to cap. That cop, this guy right here, was that Zesty cop? I'm not.
He's got a gun!
I don't think it was. No. Shout out to this cop though. My man fell straight back. And he was still, I mean, he was still pulling that bitch. You gotta give him props on that one. Getting shot at, falling back. Foop, 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 foop. I ain't never get shot at, so I mean, I ain't gonna say that shit easy to do, hard to do, but yo, shout out to this cop right here though. Man, straight up. Yo, this motherfucker, he got like the whatever, like one of the infinity stones where you see in the future and shit. But if that's even a thing, he got that shit. Yo, he said, "Yep, dump that shit right on there." Yep. And then she gonna be like, "What the fuck? You knew you had it." I ain't gonna lie, it's always, I don't want to say it, but it's always semi, I mean, it's always the fat bitches, I'm sorry. No, I mean, no disrespect to anybody who, I mean, but like, come on, though. You know damn well it's always the people that look like this that's always defending somebody doing some dumb shit, aka this guy. Like, come on, bro, just stop. You knew he had a gun on him. You just, like, you knew he had a gun on. You knew he had a gun. You knew he had. And you're gonna act shocked when he gets fucking.
Hey, I'm hit, he's down! I'm hit!
She probably got hit with the shell casing.
Well, that happened in the blink of an eye. Let's break it down just a little bit. Cabbage
Please.
tries to stop dude from reaching, sees the gun, calls it out, and by that time, dude was pointing it at Cabbage, so it looks like he goes to grab cover at the rear of the car.
This is the scariest shit right here. This is the scariest shit, I'm sorry.
So it looks like he goes to grab.
That is the scariest shit of all time, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I never been on the side of this before. I never want to be on like this side of the equation and shit. I don't even want to be on this side. I mean, I don't want to be on no sides of this motherfucking math problem right here. But I mean, basic math, bro. 2, 1. She ain't strapped. Bro. You was outmanned and outgunned.
Grab cover at the rear of the car. Second
How
deputy
you
doesn't
missed
skip
all
a
them
beat and
shots?
starts dumping on the guy. It looks like from the suspect's facial expression and demeanor that he does get struck at that very first burst. Dude
Oh.
tries to jump back into the car, but by
Nope.
this time, Deputy Cabbage has his gun out and is blasting him through the windshield right over the screaming lady in the driver's seat. Remember, it can't be a police incident without a screaming lady.
Facts.
I should do a screaming lady compilation. Oh no. Suspect gets hit a couple of more times, falls out, and continues to fire at the secondary officer as Cabbage runs around the front of the car limping. By this time, he's been shot 3 times. The crossfire here scared the crap out of me because Cabbage runs right behind the suspect exactly where the second deputy is shooting. Big old
Facts.
pucker factor right there. Again, not shooting on anyone. Great
Yeah, that's real shit though. You got. I mean, he could have fucked around and got hit in the crossfire.
training visual right there. It's complex, high-speed situations. Things like that happen sometimes. That's
Oh,
what
shit.
training's for. Cabbage stops, sees the suspect still shooting, and one-handed pops the suspect right in the top of the head a couple times, finally
Oh.
ending the threat. I can tell it was the top of the head shot. You can see that on my unedited raw police footage channel that'll be in the description because he's
I think I know what I'm to watch after this.
a little leaky. There's some brains coming out. He definitely did a
If anything, I'll fuck around probably put that in the description too. If any of y'all want to see that unedited shit, you know what I mean?
Wucky and got put in the forever box on this traffic stop. The female's having a hard problem comprehending what's going on and nearly steps backwards into traffic. Thankfully for her, there wasn't a semi-truck barreling by at 70 miles an hour. Wouldn't that have been a fucking scene? The crazy thing about this video is it looks like the suspect was directing his fire on the second deputy the whole time, not Cabbage who ran around the front of the
Well,
car.
yeah.
But it was Cabbage that
I
got
don't even
struck
know
at
why
least
I was
once in the knee and then somewhere else, because you can hear him say, "I got hit in the knee." Reports didn't specify, but he was taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening injuries and released just 5 hours later. I wish you a speedy recovery, Cabbage.
Real shit. I'm gonna end this off here. W cops, L criminal at the end of the day. Yeah, I mean, I'm out. I don't know what I'm gonna title this bitch, but yeah, I mean.